Hi everyone, Vegas film critic here, Jeffrey K. Howard, here to review the new Pixar film Finding Dory, the sequel to Finding Nemo. Is it really a sequel? Another fish is trying to find something or someone, so you tell me. So one of the greatest memories of my career was doing the original Finding Nemo junket up there at Pixar. My first time to Pixar. And if you've never been to Pixar, which I'm sure a majority of you have not been there, it is the most incredible environment you could ever imagine. The most incredible creative environment. They have, I remember just being there, and after being there for an hour and getting a tour of Pixar, I saw John Lasseter, and I was like, I want to work here. I don't care. Let me sweep the floors. I don't care what you have open. I want to work at Pixar. It was the most incredible, electric feeling in the air. It's just the creativity and the people and the settings was just phenomenal. So if you have a chance, you know, just drive by Pixar and wave to it. I mean, it's just an amazing place. It really is. And while I was there, I saw Finding Nemo, the first one, and it was the most incredible projection too. It was a digital, the way it was tweaked, and John Lasseter described it as, you know, as the best digital projection at that time. This is like a decade ago. It's probably, you know, really good now. So the original Finding Nemo, what an accomplishment. I remember just seeing, being blown away by it. More than the story, first of all, let's talk about the animation. Just watching like the ocean currents and the lighting hitting the ocean floor and just all of these different elements of thinking you're underwater, first of all. And I just remember being blown away by that. And then also the story. I mean, it was funny, it was engaging, it was family friendly, it was just really good filmmaking. So now I was kind of worried about, okay, that's a classic. You don't mess with a classic, especially 10 years later. Now, John Lasseter has said from the beginning, he doesn't like sequels. He will not do sequels. But when Disney bought it, you know, Disney owned the rights to Toy Story and some other films. They're like, we're going to make this with or without you. So Lasseter goes, look, if you're going to make these films, at least let us make them, you know, with my team so we know it's going to be done right. So when Disney bought Pixar, it's like, you know, they've been working on this for a long time. And I'm sure Ellen DeGeneres, once, you know, back as Dory, she's like, where's the sequel? I mean, she was so popular. So in Finding Dory, Dory is this absent-minded fish who's got short-term memory loss, who's getting some of her memories back, and she remembers that she has parents, and they're alive, and she got separated from them when she was a little baby fish. So this is an adventure of her traveling across the ocean to this aquarium where goes on this adventure and do all the different places around the aquarium, and she's helped by this great new character, voiced by Ed O'Neill, this octopus, who's determined to stay in the aquarium and living a life of confinement, and meaning that in this aquarium they capture fish, they rehabilitate them, can I even say that? Rehabilitate them and release them back in the wild, unless you have a special tag. And Dory has this special tag that she's going to stay in the aquarium and go to Cleveland. You know, she's going to leave California. So he's like, look, I'll help you, but I don't want to go back out in the open ocean. I'm terrified. I want your tag. I'll help you find your parents. You give me your tag. I go to Cleveland. I live in a life of captivity, safe and sound. So they go on this adventure where they're going to the different parts of the aquarium and the pool where the kids get to reach in and grab stuff. Our perspective is like, oh, look, a nice starfish and textures and feels. But their perspective, they're freaking out. They're screaming because these giant hands are coming through. You have, of course, heartfelt moments, you know, because Dory is so likable. She really is. I kind of have trouble with Dory sometimes because she's absent-minded, and the repetitiveness of over and over and over of her forgetting things and repeating things. As dealing with someone who had, I'm going to get dark here. Should I do this? Dealing with someone in my family who has Alzheimer's, I had a different perspective of that constantly over and over and over again. I didn't find it charming. I didn't find it engaging, even though I'm talking just like a personal note here. I'm not saying it detracts from the movie. I'm sure a lot of people are going to see this and go, oh, that's Dory. But I just had a different, you know, hearing someone say the same thing over and over and losing their memory, just had a different kind of right there with me. So give you a little kind of insight for me that sometimes I was just like, you know, I didn't find it funny, her being forgetful all the time. Without saying, the animation is top notch. We have great talent with some new characters. You know, Burrell from Modern Family plays this beluga whale who's just absolutely hysterical. You have some seals, you know, Idris Elba plays this seal who's like staked out this rock. I mean, there's so many great little moments in Finding Dory, and the animation is incredible. I'm sitting there going, wow, they shot some real footage. Wait a minute, that's not real footage. They didn't go out and shoot some of the ocean. That is animation. It really is. And so this is great for the whole family. Disney's going to make money hand over fist. So is Pixar, John Lasseter. And of course, Andrew Stanton, who directed the original. I think he still does the voice of the turtle, you know, and he's a great guy. I've met him a couple of times for WALL-E and for the original Finding Nemo. So this was a real good surprise because, you know, it's really hard to mess with a contemporary classic like Finding Nemo. But, you know, we have Nemo back in this one too. And also Albert Brooks is back. back as his father, so they go on the adventure too. So some of your old favorite characters are back, but then we have some great new ones too. Ed O'Neill just stole the whole movie as the octopus, and it was so funny because he thought he was just doing a cameo, and over the next 3 or 4 years, the past 3 or 4 years, he was recording this character, and then he found out he was a major character in the movie. So he just steals the movie. I love him. I'm gonna go out to Toys R Us and just buy like a stuffed animal of him because he's the octopus. It's that funny. Of course, the tradition with Pixar is they always show a short film at the beginning, and this is called Piper, and it's about these little sandpiper birds. A little hatchling comes to life, and about her leaving the nest and hunting on the beach for oysters or whatever they are, or clams. And again, at the very beginning of this movie, I thought, okay, they're shooting some live footage on a beach somewhere. It was animation. It was just spectacular animation. And what I loved about Piper, not only does it look fantastic, is that they didn't make the characters look cartoony to convey the emotions. So the sandpipers look like sandpipers, but they can convey that emotion of fear, of the little bird getting washed over by the wave, or the personalities came through while they looked real, which I thought was, wow, that really blew me away. Because usually you have to kind of make them look kind of cartoony to kind of give you that human element, but they didn't do that. They kept how the birds really look and still conveyed that emotion through love, through fear, through all of the things about the bird leaving the nest, going to the beach. Really amazing animation. So Finding Dory, really good time, one of the big hits of the summer. Take the whole family. Ellen DeGeneres is just classic, doing Dory. She's really funny, especially doing her whale sound effects. Cracking me up the whole thing. Guys at Pixar did a great job. Big win all the way around. All right, for more reviews and interviews, just surf on over to my website at vegasfilmcritic.com. Oh, wait, I wanted to show you this. Check this out. When I went to Pixar, they have like a store. Check this out. I had this from 10 years ago. It's like you put it on your desk and it does this whole ooh. Isn't that cool? I didn't want to forget that. I went and specifically dug this out of a box to show you, so I didn't want to. For more reviews and interviews, surf on over to my website at vegasfilmcritic.com. Also, check out my podcast on iTunes. And if you like what you see, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, share, comment below. I love to hear what your favorite character is from Finding Nemo and what you thought of the film. Hey, thanks so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. I'm Jeffrey K. Howard from Las Vegas. I'll see you next time.